First, I needed to find the best builder, and did I ever. Sonoma, Carolina. They moved to our area from California, and they have a combined 50 years experience in the construction industry. Each partner served in either the Army, the Navy, or the Marines. And I figured if they could take care of our country, they could certainly take care of my kitchen. And did they ever. I want you to meet right now Alexander Cruz, the man who started it all.
Hello, Barbara.
Hello, Alexander. You know how thrilled I am with all of this, and you know how much I love your entire team now.
Thank you.
Let's share with everybody a little bit about the name, Sonoma, Carolina.
Well, it was real simple. I wanted to find a name of a company, but more of a brand, everlasting brand. And I read a wonderful article in a U.S. Air In-Flight magazine, and it was talking about the history of North Carolina wineries, going back to the 1500s, and it survived the Civil War and Prohibition. And now where we're at is, it's one of the top tourist attractions for North Carolina and the wineries. So I wanted an everlasting brand, and with Sonoma, Carolina, it just is that brand of excellence.
You have embraced our state. You have embraced our community. I'm aware of all the charitable things that you do, and if you visit the website, you will read about more of those. You embrace every project like that. It's not just a project, it's something personal for each and every one of your team members. How did you assemble a team that every person involved in it is so perfect at what they do?
It's not being perfect, but it's precise. Everybody being ex-military in those families, and when they come in and with what we can do from the design, from the engineering, we want to make sure when the product is delivered, it's delivered to excellence.
Tell me about some of the other services that you provide.
We do design work, design build, development, construction services, and on the construction services, it's more residential and commercial.
You are also involved with Mike Minter, one of our hometown heroes. You were involved with one of his projects. Tell us about that.
Yes, it's called Pine Creek, and he's been working on it quite some time. Him, Ken Langerfield, and also a real wonderful architect, David O'Brien. And they've invited us to do the last 11 homes of the Vineyards at Pine Creek.
And besides the Tuscany Village, you have some other projects going on that people can see as they're traveling around our area. What are some of those?
We're doing a commercial project at the Epicenter, and we're working on some others in Uptown. And plus we're working on some other residential projects coming forward to be announced.
And I want you to know that Sonoma, Carolina, and every subcontractor who works with them fulfill my quest for finding people with faith, value, characters, integrity, talent, and skill. So let's take a look now at some of the magic they created in my kitchen. After everything was ripped away from floor to ceiling, it was time to rebuild. Melanie Fincher and TCI made sure I had the latest in insulation before Ronnie Miranda and M&S Framing began to build it back. Going by only a sketch on a small piece of paper, Sonoma, Carolina transformed my boring ceiling into something spectacular. Stencil paint and drywall made sure the ceiling beams and beautiful rounded corners of the walls gave the kitchen an elegant touch even before the painting began. To add to the elegance, artist Glenn Lamp hand-painted beautiful motifs to give the room warmth and wow. The stunning new draperies, trimmed with beautiful braid and jewel detail, were done by custom window treatments, and the gorgeous floral arrangements were designed by my dear friend Brian McRae from Botanica. Then came the amazing new Wellborn cabinets that are as fabulous as they are functional. Neil Silas and vintage cabinetry are masterful. The inside of the cabinets are as structurally sound as they are beautiful on the outside. They provided all kinds of whistles and bells, custom designed for my lifestyle, with special spice racks, appliance garages, entertainment center, and more. The cabinets fit my state-of-the-art Plaza appliances perfectly. The specially designed range hood had to have special venting, made possible by Howe & Simpson roofing with native air, heating and cooling, making the room comfortable year-round. The Cambria natural quartz countertops were the icing on the cake. My fabulous farmhouse sink, as well as the convenient island sink, along with the hardware, came from Steve Technic and Wynn Nelson Plumbing Supplies. Michael Elmore and Zocam Plumbing made sure everything worked perfectly. My ugly old worn floors were carefully replaced with beautiful new hardwoods by Michelle Morris and Burton Floor Covering. And yes, look at the ceiling. No more ugly fluorescents. They've been replaced with gorgeous lighting handpicked by Scott and installed by Anthony Heron and Genesis Electric. And as I'm working in the kitchen, I can enjoy my favorite cable shows on my incredibly lovely new television system by Innovative Systems. All of these wonderful businesses are listed at the end of the show, on my website and in my magazine. As you can see, Sonoma, Carolina does it all. If you are interested in any kind of building or remodeling job, they are the A-team. I can't say enough about them. If you'd like to visit their beautiful design center, it's uptown. If you'd like directions for that, it's on the website, sonomacarolina.com. I want you to meet now the rest of the team. Alexander, bring in my new best friends, and I mean that forever. Tom, lived with me. Shannon lived with me every morning, every evening. And my precious friend, Brian, thank you so much. Oh, job well done. Thank you for everything. As beautiful as my kitchen is, and what a blessing it is to be surrounded by this, the biggest blessing of all, these guys right here, my new friends. Thank you for everything. And I guess you want me to cook for you now, right?
Barbara, what's supper?
There will be a cooking show, and I think you need to come back and be my first guest. And when you come back, maybe you should do some cooking, and what might that be?
Maybe a veal scallopini?
And let's see, Tom?
Shrimp and grits.
Okay with me. Shannon?
Ham and cheese on mustard.
Sounds good to me. Brian?
Chicken and green beans.
Chicken and green beans. Thank you guys for everything. Did you know that Sonoma, Carolina's beautiful design center is located in the Charlotte National Bank building, built in 1918, renovated and then transformed by Sonoma, Carolina into a Tuscany work of art?